The fuel shortage in the country over the last few days has exposed the country's over-reliance on petroleum products for mobility. However, as a majority of Kenyans got stuck in long queues waiting to fuel their vehicles, a few motorists who use alternative energy sources say they've hardly been affected by the fuel shortage as they use electric vehicles and liquid petroleum gas-powered cars. Faisal Ahmed tells us more.
Most Kenyans on the road over the last 1 week have been driving anxiously, not knowing whether the next fuel station will have fuel or not. But for some motorists, this was no crisis as their vehicles ran on alternative energy sources. Jonathan Massa is one such driver who owns an electric vehicle. He says that there was no difference in his routine as he charged his vehicle and went about his daily routine.
Na hii shida ya mafuta imekuwa miza teseka sana. Mimi nakuanga naamkia job kawaida. Hakuna siku nimeteseka. Mimi nilikuwa naona tu watu wamepanga line kwa petrol station wakitaka mafuta. Mimi sijateseka sana. Ni asubuhi na charge nyumbani gari, naenda kazi, ama saa zingine nikienda kwa mall na nikifanya shopping naacha gari ikicharge.
Electric mobility is one of the options now available to motorists, while others, especially taxi drivers, use liquefied petroleum gas in place of petrol. According to taxi drivers, not only is LPG cheaper than petrol at 99 shillings per kilo, but during the last 1 week when other motorists were grounded by fuel shortages, they remained on the road.
Been using gas and along the way, along my trips, and my drivers have been telling me that in the areas of the operation, that is, they have not been having a very great challenge, and the business have been running smoothly as it's supposed to be. Bearing in mind that my vehicles have not been lodged along the traffic across the petrol station looking for fuel.
To avoid scenes that we are currently witnessing, industry players are calling on the government to create more favorable conditions for importing electric vehicles and incentivizing buyers by offering lower taxes like in other developed countries.
I hope that Kenya can take a leadership in East Africa in terms of zero-emission mobility. If the government is give us suitable policies, that I believe we will have more zero-emission mobility in the country. If we discuss about the policies, we are glad to see Kenya government has signed COP26 policy that will reduce emissions drastically, but with the structured manner.
ChargeNet has the biggest network of EV chargers in the country, with 7 chargers installed so far, with the company planning to expand its footprint in the next 12 months. This comes as Basigo, an electric bus company, with 2 buses on trial basis as they seek to expand their fleet in the country. Recent fuel shortage in the country has brought to light the important issue of having alternative sources of energy, especially when it comes to powering motor vehicles. Faisal Ahmed, Citizen TV, Nairobi.